XRP whales moved hundreds of millions of coins once more as Judge Torres ultimately ruling in the Ripple vs. SEC litigation draws nearer, sparking speculation about potential future price moves in an effort to reach a settlement in the Ripple vs. SEC litigation, which may result in fines of up to $2 billion. There has been another move made by XRP whales to shuffle 230 million different currencies. It has led to the formation of fascinating speculations regarding the possible price changes of XRP. In this particular instance, the most recent development in the issue has somewhat turned the scales in favor of Ripple. This is because Judge Torres' concept was supported and XRP secondary sales are not considered to be securities. Because of the litigation, a significant amount of attention has been drawn to the whale behavior that has been brought to light. Together, whales have traded 230.93 billion XRP, which is equivalent to $109.21 million. According to the information that was collated by Whale Alert on X throughout the course of the previous day, one individual transferred 200 million coins to a wallet that was not named, while the other individual transferred 30.93 million coins to Bitstamp. The data revealed that the well-known whale was responsible for the dump, and the whale was also responsible for the transfer of 200 million coins. With regard to the market, these transactions have elicited feelings that are pretty disagreeable. The transaction of the second whale indicated increased on-chain activity, but the sale of the first whale created negative expectations by highlighting the transaction of the second whale. With the most recent consolidation of the token above the $0.46 sixth level, it is also crucial to note that XRP whale holdings have climbed considerably. This is something that should be taken into consideration. Because of the most recent events in the Ripple litigation and the spike in accumulations, the odds are currently in favor of XRP over the other cryptocurrency. Ripple came back with a return. In the meantime, went higher today in line with the movement of the cryptocurrency market as a whole. XRP was trading at $0.4802 to the time of this writing, which is $1.39 higher than it was the day before. According to the analysis of its highs and lows during the course of 24 hours, the values were $0.4814. $4814 for $0.4716 6. CoinGlass's statistics showed that the cryptocurrency market is seeing a significant rising trend, as evidenced by the volume of its derivatives and futures OI. This was the result of a 4.31% gain in XRP OI, which brought the total to $606.63 million. The total volume of derivatives reached $499.20 million, representing a 5,830% rise. The data revealed that there was a significant increase in the amount of interest shown by investors in the asset. Despite this, the relative strength index RSI moved in a neutral direction at 45, which prompted a variety of perspectives regarding the possible future price movements. Despite this, a recent research conducted by CoinGabe suggests that a price target of $6 for XRP in the near future should be considered, taking into account both technical and legal issues. The current step up by 2.0 was closed before Ether ET listed on the spot. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has not wavered in its criticism of exchanges that breach securities rules due to allegations that Consensus primary digital wallet MetaMask violated securities laws. This is despite the fact that the SEC has lost many lawsuits against cryptocurrency tokens such as BNB and XRP. A complaint was lodged against the corporation on Friday in a federal court that is located in Brooklyn, New York. The complaint was filed by the United States Securities and Exchange Department, in accordance with the information provided by the regulatory agency, Consensus. MetaMask has engaged in the business of offering and selling financial assets while also functioning as an unregistered broker. In the petition that was submitted to the court, it is asserted that Consensus violated the federal securities laws by failing to register as a broker and by failing to register the offer and sale of specific securities. A response was provided by Consensus, which claimed that it was highly probable that the SEC will file a lawsuit against MetaMask. Consensus, on the other hand, criticized the United States Securities and Exchange Commission for exceeding its power because it was not needed to control software interfaces such as MetaMask. This is important not just for our company, but also for the continued existence of Web3 in the years to come. As a result, we will proceed with continuing to vigorously pursue our lawsuit in Texas in order to obtain a resolution about these concerns. Nation governments and institutional investors are taking part in a new stage of the adoption process for Web3 commodities and digital assets, according to the statement made by Consensus. As a consequence of this, the Bitcoin industry will have a significant influence on the upcoming general election. In recent years, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has encountered considerable obstacles in its efforts to enforce securities regulations against cryptocurrency companies. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson, for instance, did not agree with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's SE contention that secondary transactions of Binance's BIN currency satisfy the requirements for securities as outlined in the Howey test. Within the context of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, the court that is presiding over the case came to the conclusion that the secondary transactions involving XRP do not violate any securities legislation. During the ongoing attack on cryptocurrencies by the United States intelligence community USIC, Ethereum has managed to avoid being hit by the killer bullet. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission USIC recently completed its investigation of Ethereum 2.0, which was regarded as a huge success for Web3 developers. This was previously highlighted by Crypto News Flash. Inflows of cash exceeding $15 billion are anticipated by analysts in the event that spot other exchange-traded funds ETFs are listed, which might occur at any time. As an additional point of interest, the Ethereum network has evolved into a large Web3 ecosystem with a market capitalization of more than $70 billion for stablecoins and more than $59 billion in total value locked. Over $60 million worth of cash was taken out of Ethereum's investment opportunities in the past week, despite the fact that Ethereum handles more than $14 billion worth of assets. The price of Ethereum in relation to the United States dollar has been steadily increasing over the course of the past 4 months, following a robust bullish breakout that occurred at the beginning of this year. During the past week, the large-cap alternative currency has seen a gain of 5, bringing its price to approximately $3,464 on Monday, July 1st, 2024, a fully diluted valuation of approximately $416 billion and an average daily trading volume of approximately $10 billion are both related to this company. Regarding the technical aspects of the situation, there is a macro-optimistic outlook for the price of E5 as a result of growing acceptance from institutional investors. E5 will be ready for the final push to its all-time high when it reaches its peak, in the event that its price consistently finishes higher above the daily 50 moving average, digging in SEC vs Binance, where Judge Amy Berman Jackson dismissed these claims. Surrounding Binance's BEM coin may have repercussions for XRP as well as more general crypto regulations. The engagement that Johnny Dean had with 75,000 owners of XRP serves as a reminder of how significant the opinions of the courts are in determining the regulations that will be implemented by the SEC in the future. In light of recent developments in the litigation between the SEC and Ripple, the local cryptocurrency known as XRP has shown some growth in popularity. At the time of this publication, it had risen by 1.67% over the course of the previous day and had surpassed the $0.48 8. As a result of this move, the price of XRP has been able to recover from the losses it sustained over the course of the previous week, and if the current trend continues, it may be aiming to challenge the SEC's target price of $0.50. It is possible that the decision made by Binance will have an effect on the cryptocurrency market as a whole, including XRP, while the SAC is ongoing. There is still a pending case regarding Ripple. Recently, Judge Amy Berman Jackson rejected the SAC's contention that secondary market transactions of Binance's BNB token satisfy the Howey test criteria for securities. The SAC's reasoning was that these transactions can be considered securities. In response to the judgment, Johnny Payton, an attorney from Massachusetts who was in favor of XRP AI, made the following statement: "I am proud of the fact that Judge Torres' decision was made in large part because of the contributions of myself and my 55,000 extra folders." Judge Torres relied on hundreds of affidavits that were provided by XR folders in order to reach her conclusion that the purchasing and selling of XRP on exchanges did not violate any securities regulations. Not only did she reference my amicus brief, but she also mentioned additional papers in response to my inquiry. It was her declaration